Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a TruthENTFilms.com presentation. We are aware, awoke, alive. We exist to bring you a fresh perspective on today's hot button issues. This is the Triple A Podcast with your hosts, Tia McCrary and Jamar B.V. Harris.
Turn up.
Welcome. We are back. We are alive, awoke, aware, and black, and gifted, and beautiful, and here, baby. Been a few weeks. It's been a while since you. Got a little fog in my throat. Must swallow something wrong. Sorry about that. What's up? I'm your boy Black B. I'm here with two co-hosts because my co-host is unavailable. She got picked up by those down at the border again, going to see Greg because she's trying to smuggle in some contraband. So, you know what? I don't know how T little ass thought she was gonna smuggle anything in, but you know, stranger things have happened. But I'm here with D Block once again. The poet, the dance instructor, the teacher, the educator, the uplifter, the community activist, the all-time dance queen, Stomp the Yard, queen of the yo. Now let me quit.
Really?
Not Stomp the Yard.
You was a stepper or something, or
Back in the day, I do all genres of dance and rhythm and things like that. So yeah, I did used to be, and I was actually, it was like they were called the Stepping Sisters, and I was their coach. So I had like some young girls stepping. So yeah.
That's dope.
Formal young disciples cheerleader. She got a lot of stuff on her resume, bro.
What?
She told us stuff on Deep Down in the Valley podcast, like about how it was real competitive with like the cheerleaders and whatnot. So we busy playing the game and not understanding this whole competitive world that they got. They was out there trying to destroy the other team's cheerleading team.
Not trying.
We may have to adjust the story a little bit.
You say what?
We might have to adjust our story and add some of that in there.
Yeah, bro. We did not know. We was looking like, wait, it was that competitive. Y'all care?
Y'all didn't care about us. It's fine.
No, that's not true. Like my sister was a cheerleader. We saw all that. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought y'all were just out there talking be aggressive. Be aggressive. I know y'all was really aggressive with the other cheerleader squads. Oh boy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, also we got on the podcast. Let me go ahead. We got the producer extraordinary, the man behind the scenes, the CEO, the HBIC, the HNIC.
Look at his face.
My bad. I'm doing this sober, so you got to bear with me. My brother, the man behind the scenes, the man that sits and makes a lot of the magic and the great things happen and brings all these things to you. Everything from the upcoming Down in the Valley to also damn it, don't say nothing. I know the movie. The movie was I think the movie we did.
What's the reference again?
The basketball movie we did.
Oh, A Ball in a Dream.
Ball in a Dream. Yeah, from A Ball in a Dream to also, you know, saying the head executive producer by all these other podcasts, from Pussy Talks to Queens with Attitudes to Deep Throat Conversations and so forth and so on. Jeremiah Kitchen, aka D80, the producer.
All right now.
Yeah. So we here. We are live. We are in effect. And it's crazy as hell, but it's good times going on. So D Block, since like I'm trying to steal you and make you be a regular at some point, all I need is two strong black women though, because you and Tia against me would would be too much. I don't know if I'm ready, but I will. But
reel her in.
Tell us what's new in your world. What have you been working on? Just anything, a short summary of what you got going on.
What I got going on? Well, I'm still with Mercy Health, and we're doing Zumba and chair aerobics. Actually, 2023, this is the 6th year for the pop-up series. So we already started our calendar. So we usually start in January, and we have the whole year in place. So on January 28th, we're partnering with Big Brothers Big Sisters, and one of the members of the pit crew in NASCAR, and we are having like a founder of your future camp for young men and young ladies, and that will be in North Carolina. Is the launch. So that's happening in January. That's basically the focus right now because that's what, a week and a half? Yeah. So that's what's going on right now.
Approaching shortly.
Yes, it is. It is.
Dope. D80.
Yo.
What projects and different things are you working on behind the scenes, brother man?
A lot of stuff. Updating Jade. Making the storyline. Well, cause you know the storyline.
Yeah.
But we need to make it a little thicker. So I've been going through that with Elena, and Mariana is the new person that's gonna play. Well, it's not Miss Wu anymore. We had to change it to Miss Lexi because certain things happen, and certain people had to. So just rewriting that, getting that done. We're gonna start those table reads in about a week or so. And then in March we'll start filming. At the end of March, we start filming for Jade, which is a long time coming because this project has been in the making for like maybe 2 or 3 years, and to get it to this point, we need to keep it moving. So that's my main focus at right now. Got some stuff with some contractors that Truth has been working with. It's a manufacturing company called Permco. We've been working with, doing behind the scenes, filming their tutorials and things. Going to film something else in a couple weeks, so that'll be fun. So it's a lot of things. And then of course with the basketball thing, I've been back and forth with Coach about that because we want to start doing their men's basketball program and too. The filming for it, like how they put like snippets online and hey, we all shots go in because they be missing shots like a mug, but when you edit it, it just
yes.
Yeah, they all seem to go in.
Love it.
Yeah, what you up to, BV?
Man,
what's cooking in Toledo?
Man, it's cold.
Yes, it is.
I've been surviving and just trying to get ready for this new season with getting things back reeled in. Towards the end of the year, we normally kind of wind down with a lot of the different podcasts, except for Pussy Talks. For some reason, she just towards the end of the year, she just adds way more episodes, and I don't want to say control because control is the wrong word. It's hard to predict with CL because CL will go on Tuesday night at 9:30 and just have a whole panel of motherfuckers. I'm like, where did all these people come from? Then she'll come back with part 2 on Wednesday, do her regular show on Thursday, and don't be surprised if we get off of this and she got a whole nother show going on while we've been on here this whole time. That woman does not stop, which is dope. So besides definitely getting back with that, and now we're looking for young women for Queens with Attitude because we want to keep the number around 4 to 5. So we're going to start really putting the fillers out there and trying to find more women who are as energetic as the queens we already have with.
I thought Mo wasn't on there because the last episode I saw she was on there.
She was on there as a guest, but she's not on there no more. So she was just on as a returning guest. But we have Kiki, we have Annie, and then we have the new young lady, and they're gonna kick my ass because I need to remember her name. So we have those ladies, and then we're searching for about 2 more. So we'll start pushing that up and get that back out and rolling and make sure we don't lose that total momentum of what they built. So business as usual, man. Business as usual. You just trying to put Truth Entertainment in the right direction, just like you doing with the film and so many other things. So more to come is all I can tell the people. But if you're ready, we can go ahead and jump into the news. The news. Shout out to my co-host Tia. Get better, Queen. Get better, Queen. Take the time you need because when you crazy like me, I totally understand that it takes a while to get you back to being you.
Yeah, pray for her family. She's going through a lot.
Yeah. So, let's start this news off right. D Block, tell us about this pastor. The pastor that wants to take you higher, closer to the Lord.
It's a pastor in the state of Georgia and I'm learning more about him because I think he came from Michigan, which makes so much more sense with this. So he there's a lot of acres of land, and he's calling it urban farming. And he said he wants to target the Black young men of the community. And he said he's not looking for church people. He's looking for men who smell like weed, is what he said. And he feels like if they farm weed on church grounds, that it will bring the Black young male to hear the word of God, is what he is saying.
Tell it. Woo! Well, man, you catch the Holy Ghost up in here. Be high as hell. What is it?
Yes, I have so many thoughts, but I would like to hear what you guys think about this, because I have so many thoughts about this.
If you light it, they will come. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock.
You know what?
Plymouth Rock landed on Earth with a whole metric ton of weed. He trying to farm it, bro. Man, listen, it's a lot of Black folks. I'm sorry, no, let me correct myself. It's a lot of niggas and Black folks that would love to be parishioners.
Yes.
Of that said institute of educational learning, biblical learning,
higher learning.
Oh, it's higher. You ain't right. We both going to hell. I see you just gonna be sitting next to me.
Wow.
No, I mean,
heavy.
I get it. Trying to think outside the box and build it and find different ways to grow your flock. But I don't believe that placating to. So what, you want also people who you want to serve liquor now, so you can get all the people so they can come in smelling like liquor, so they can come in smelling like Wild Irish Rose. I mean, that's how I smell on some Sundays anyways. But I think we can find better, more creative ways. But I get it. I mean, why he couldn't just do like buy the acres of land and do regular farming? Why you gotta maybe have a small section of weed, but I mean, he went straight for the
land for that purpose, or did he have it and just couldn't do something and then decided to just do that?
I am not for sure. I feel like the church is big. It's one of the bigger churches in Georgia, and they have that land. And I'm not sure if they were going to like build another building there. You know how sometimes those churches who are mega churches have like something for, no pun intended, the attics, where you can go like the ministry, and they have that like at the back of the church and things like that, because it's different ministries. So I'm not for sure if they were supposed to build. I just know that this is what he thinks they should do with the land.
Baptized in the funk.
I just think that it's very problematic because Georgia has one of the most strict laws against marijuana and possession and things like that. And I just feel like this would put a target on the Black male, because the police gonna set up shop. They're gonna be there after prayer meeting. They gonna be there after the Bible study. They gonna set up shop, because all they need to know, if you set up people, and he's saying he doesn't want church people, he wants the people that smell like weed. If you set that up, they gonna take some of that weed, or they gonna take the methods. They gonna learn it, and they gonna be having their own little side ministry at the crib. So I just feel like it's kind of problematic. He gonna set them up for failure, and then he gonna have a dual ministry. He gonna have a prison ministry too.
Host Bible study at his house, Brother Trevor. We can do Bible study at my house. I got that purple. I got that moon rock. What you want?
Y'all silly.
Listen, I don't even smoke, but kudos to them. I do know Georgia's been working on a little law to change it to allow for them to like Michigan. They've been working on that. So maybe him coming from
So
Michigan.
weed is not legal in Georgia?
They have very strict laws.
For medicinal purposes.
Yeah,
it
but
is
they're
legal.
trying to change the law. Yeah.
Yes, it is legal for medicinal purposes, which I feel like that's where he's leaning towards. I guess he's gonna sell it to where they can distribute it. But
yeah, that's
you know, like I know.
I got the perfect name for that strain, Holy Ghost. Ooh, I copied it right at first. I was first. I need to put a what strain is this? This is that Holy Ghost. Oh my God. Woo.
You know what? But yes, to answer your question, that is for medicinal purposes. So they do have dispensaries and things like that, but
okay,
they got the strictest laws for the people who are don't got that medical card.
Wait. I come up with my name for my second strand, highly favored. Oh yes.
You know, I think you want to go to the church.
I do. Listen, I don't need to partake in the weed, but I'll gladly go ahead. They can let me be like on a deacon or something like that at this church. I just want to see how it goes down. I just really want to be there and see, you know, when he passed around the plates, do you like when they put the offering, can they also have like little Zippos in there or something like that?
The logistics?
Yeah, what's the logistics? I just want to know the inner workings. I think this is the clever idea.
I feel like you're going to be the member selling the t-shirts and the hats. highly favored with the weed sign in the middle.
If you light it, they will come. I'm telling you, we about to blow up. We should go start
on the church fan.
You can listen, and you can teach dance at the church. You can teach praise dance.
Whatever. I'm gonna be selling baked goods because I'm gonna make a killing. That's what I'm gonna be doing. Forget dancing. I'm gonna have everything. I'm gonna have the chips, the vending machines.
There you go.
Everything.
There you go. Man, see, look, we got a business model already going. Somebody gonna see this is still our idea.
Oh yeah, he probably watching this. They gonna send it to him, Pastor. Look, they done already paved the way.
So I guess I'll throw on the next news topic. I'll go ahead and throw out there. Did y'all see the video of Young Thug's friend, co-defendant, try to pass him off some perkies in court?
I didn't see it, but I heard about it on Twitter.
The gall. These people is wild. Oh my gosh. I was appalled. I was like, the
was he walking towards the like how did it happen?
He like was walking behind him while Thug was sitting at the thing in court. And he walked behind him and he had like he was like dapping him up or whatever case. And they caught it clear as day.
Was it like the deputy sheriff that did it or what?
It was like one of his co-defendants. The deputy sheriff was like kind of behind him, like so. It was weird. I was like, I didn't even know you was allowed to. I ain't never been to court, so I don't know how it be. Because I mean, I'm gangster, but I'm not street gangster. I'm like gangster in another way. So, like, I ain't never really been to court like that. So when he walked behind him, I was like, they let you get access to each other like that? And dude walked by, went to go get Thug, turned around, gave him some dap, and the handoff wasn't even smooth. So then they take him to the back. He tried to swallow it all. So then they had to rush him to the hospital. The dude, because he didn't get to give him it all. So he tried to swallow the rest. And they took him to the hospital to get it out. Man, it was not a smooth transaction at all. That's why their ass is in jail right now and whatnot. Because they're horrible at being sneaky. They just suck.
Yeah, you just blew trial right there.
Yeah. Guilty.
I remember when, popping perks is not gangster necessarily, but Ice-T's phrase, it's easy to convince the public that you're a gangster. It's hard to convince the feds that you're not. And doing stuff like that just plays into their hands, man. Like I hate to even hear that, and he should know that. Like that's.
I just feel like they gave away a hood secret. Now we out here though. We know the dap up. Now y'all done showed the whole world How we out here transporting and you messed it up. What in the world? You
Now
told
we can-
everybody.
I'm telling all the secrets, dropping all the jewels.
But listen, they all going down. You made me have to look up because I saw the video. So I was like, okay, what else is going on? Did you see the one of the mothers of the
No,
she got arrested for trying to
smuggling drugs or something like that, wasn't it?
smuggling the papers. What did you roll up? She tried to give it to one of the
His own mama?
yes, his mother, one of the defendants in what is they called? YSL? In the
YSL?
gang? Yes.
They no good criminals. They no good. They suck. I knew it was a wrap for them when they used a rental car to go do a drive-by in. Like, who uses the rental car? And the rental car was in Young Thug's name.
Well, Fabulous did say, I got the shooters in the Uber, nigga. It's deep, get your scuba, nigga. So
Science. That was that real science right there.
yeah,
Like,
so I mean,
but that was an Uber. Bro, like if somebody get an Uber to go rob a bank, we gonna have like nah. These criminals today is
I don't
stupid.
understand what would make you do that though. Like what would never mind. If they had
Is he addicted? Is he selling in the joint? Like I don't understand. And I'm with you, Jamar. I didn't know you had access like that. I didn't know I could come up to you and do a handoff. Like, what's going on in the court system?
Bro, if I go down, come bring me some wings. Bring me some wings. Hand off the wings. Just listen. You ain't even gotta fake it. They can see what I'm getting. I just want the wings. I'm gonna eat 2 of them before they snatch them from me.
Wow.
Garlic parm from B Dubs. If you got a chance to just come.
They about to make it bad for everybody.
Wait, Jamar, question. I don't mean to go back to the Thug because I thought you about to jump off, but real quick, did he hand them to Thug and Thug tried to put him in his mouth and that's what they saw?
No, he put his hands under the table.
He handed them to Thug, and Thug put his hands under the table.
Okay, and then so they saw the handoff.
Yeah, they seen the handoff.
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Wait. We all seen the handoff. It wasn't even a play action. We all see the handoff. Like, oh my gosh, like this is horrible. It was the most obvious handoff ever. Like,
oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We got also in the news. Open up. Oh, there we go. This George Santos guy. I don't know if you've been paying attention to this Republican, the GOP representative, George Santos, in the news. And he's basically, you remember how we all thought like the Republican Party lost their damn mind by trying to put Herschel Walker in there. They're just trying to win just to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, this George Santos guy makes Herschel Walker look like a saint. This dude is like, and the sad part about it, the reason that the GOP is catching so much flack behind it is because they knew about this dude's history and all the things he's been accused of. Like they said, he done stole some money for somebody. So from GoFundMe, they was raising money for a dog or something like that. He stole the money for that. He didn't fake like he had his knees replaced from playing volleyball in college, and then they find out he never played no volleyball in college. Like this dude is just the most horrendous. He more horrible than Herschel Walker. I'm telling you, Herschel Walker don't seem that bad compared to this dude.
How about his grandma and the Holocaust and all this other stuff?
Yeah, he bad. And they knew he was thing, but they wanted to win so bad that they just kept him because he was appealing to whatever case, and they was like, well, we got to win the money. They were like,
he can raise money. And then you see how he changed his name to like George something white when he went to the southern states to raise money. His email had a white name, so he could try to. It was like, man, wow. That's
man.
Deep.
Being a politician is not the new hustle, but it's been the hustle is back full effect and alive.
Yeah.
Like I think about running for governor in Ohio next.
Y'all just said so many things about him that I did not know. I only knew 2 things about him. I only knew that they were trying to say he was a drag queen back in the day. and I know that somebody was trying not to invest or something because they said he sent them text messages. Like, who does $250,000 deals over text message? That's the only thing I knew about him.
G Santos, he's gangster.
Well, who trusts that?
Yeah,
I'm gonna say, you know what, producer? I'm gonna text you and tell you I got $250,000. I need you to match this so we can take it to the bank.
Right.
And you just gonna say, yeah, you gonna send me a smiley emoji and say, let's do this.
Word, 200? Okay.
I just didn't understand that. So the stuff partner, what y'all just said, yes, this is wild. I don't. Where is he even trying to run? Where is he running?
He won. He from what?
He won.
He's from the East Coast, ain't he?
Yeah, New York.
New York. God damn it, New York just put anybody in.
Wait a minute.
Oh, well, that was before they all knew about the lies, though. They, you know.
Oh, this is just coming to surface.
Yeah.
The Republican Party knew. They cared.
No, they knew. I'm talking about the constituents.
The constituents didn't know. They was like, what? Oh my gosh. Like, you couldn't look at these dudes' pictures. Like, even when I watch his pictures and everything, I like, this motherfucker looks suspicious. He looks like a villain in like the new Batman movie. Like, he does not look trustworthy whatsoever.
Now I gotta go look. I just know the headline. I saw some headlines. I didn't go do any
research. Pull up a picture of him. I'm telling you, pull up a picture of him, you gonna be like, well, damn. I mean, y'all ain't know.
Yeah.
Man, he was. We all from Youngstown. I know a shady character when I see a shady character. He looked like he didn't graduate from Rand, but he went there.
You know what? Well, was it as obvious as passing Percocets in the courtroom? Was it as obvious as that?
Yes. Listen, you said so yourself. The text message. Come on, come on. What are we doing here? That wasn't a red flag. Man, Donald Trump really made people feel like if he can become president of the United States, anything, not anything, as in Hennessy, anything is possible. If Donald Trump can become president, anything is possible. If you build it, they will come. I bet you he gonna pay his offers and tithes down there at that marijuana church in Georgia.
Come on, full circle. We bringing it all together.
All right, so look, we gonna go through this news some more. Andrew Tate, the multi-millionaire, damn near almost worth $1 billion, was arrested in, I think it wasn't Belgium. It was, I don't know, one of them foreign damn places. I forgot the name.
Romania? Was it Romania?
Romania, something like that.
Well, I don't know much about Tate, so who is this guy?
He's known for and he's been, his social media presence kind of blew up over the years, and he's kind of known for being almost heavily opinionated, speaking. He used to be a kickboxer, MMA fighter, and everything like that, and then he ran into some money. Okay. I was wondering what she's doing. I'm like,
that was my version of MMA.
MMA. You went down there to Bible study at Trey House, and with the Bible study was smoking on that Holy Ghost. I'm gonna need you to stop while we live. Okay. Get it together.
I'm focused.
Who's side? Anyway, he's some rich ass dude. He's known. He really kind of blew up over social media, speaking on topics like, I don't want to call him a Kevin Samuels because he's not as controversial as Kevin Samuels, but he has made controversial statements. Well, anyways, he got arrested for they try to say trafficking
human trafficking.
Human trafficking.
So he's not American?
No. But so he was arrested and they got some charges on him and he hasn't been released as of yet, but we shall see. And you know what? The weird part, I've seen him on YouTube a lot of times and never really paid attention to him till he got arrested. And then I went back and listened to a lot of his things, and I was like, oh, like I had Mom listen to it, and Mom was like actually agreeing with some of the things he was saying. But I think she got ulterior motives because Mom also the same person. As much as we look at a strong black woman, she be like, I wish I could have just stayed at home and took care of y'all badasses and didn't have to go to work and everything else and just cook and make dinner and clean house. I was like, oh, okay. She's like, I didn't want to. I had to survive and stuff like that, these things. But she said if I had my choice, like, I would have been okay with being a stay-at-home mom and a wife and everything. And I was like, oh, I mean, I didn't know.
Yeah,
but
I didn't either.
I mean, but so kudos. But and he's made other comments and stuff. And then here's one thing I'll say before we jump off of him that he did say that stuck with me. And even Mom too, from a woman's perspective, or that woman's perspective, was that he was like, everything is too easy now. And so that's why women don't need men and men feel like they don't need a woman and different things like that because life is too easy. He said at some point life will get hard again. And the first thing that's going to happen is that we will quickly revert back for survival. We will quickly revert back to our gender roles or wanting to be back in those gender roles because the fucking world is hard because now people is running around killing each other, hurting each other. Now one gonna be like, look, I used to did not need no man. Now I need somebody at this damn house to sit there to protect me. A man gonna be like, yo, I need to go be able to do this. I need somebody to be at the house to take care of this, this, and this. We'll need each other. Right now, we don't feel like we need each other in society. Like nobody's running around crazy and killing each other. It's not like the olden days where you get like 15 dudes just come out to your house because you live out in the middle of the damn woods somewhere, and they can come in here and kick in your front door and drink all your porridge and take their turns on you. But now we not in them days no more. You can call the police. You can whatever case. So the lack of a feel of needing each other has changed. And so when he was breaking it down, like because life is easy, just in general, life overall is easy for humans in today's society across the board. And so I agree with that statement.
I said, so you agree with that?
Yeah, I think when life was harder, we needed each other out of survival. Not based
each other
off
as in women and men needed each other, or just everybody needed each other?
Women and men needing each other. Because a lot of our grandmothers that put up, not speaking for yours, but speaking from somewhat of experience, a lot of our grandmothers kind of like grew up where they didn't work. They just stayed home and took care of the kids. So the way they got their income, the way they was able to feed and clothe the kids came from this men. And a lot of us didn't know. Some of us had some creepy ass, nasty ass, sneaky ass, trifling ass grandfathers. He took care of home. He went to work, came home, paid the bills, but then we know this motherfucker had a kids and a family on the other side of town and everything else and stuff like that. And she knew, or she had her suspicions, but they would stay with these men because it was like a survival. Where were they going to go? What were they going to think? So in retrospect, a lot of these women went through that. And what was the main thing they were telling their daughters and granddaughters? Make sure you take care of yourself so you don't need no man. So you're not dependent on no man. So you ain't got to worry about him, whatever case, for you to survive. So you have your own.
That's true. That's my problem right now. They taught me to be independent. they taught me to be independent. I should have been. It was a very different dynamic. When I got to O State, everybody who looked like me was there for a degree. all the people that didn't look like me was there to find they football player or their basketball player so they can live a
I know.
lavish
I was
life.
hoping Brittany came. I was hoping Brittany came home with one. I was like, "Come on, Britt. Come on."
We
Troy.
was
You said Troy.
tripping.
Yeah. She said Troy Smith talked to her for a little bit. I said, "Why you drop the ball?" He
Listen,
ain't
I
making.
had a friend for 4 years. I did not know he played football.
Oh, what the
I
hell,
thought
B?
we was just friends. I didn't even know his real name. I knew him from spoken word. We would go to like poetry contests and things or whatever, and I knew him as like the Birdman. So my senior year, I guess he got saved or something, and he had like it was a flyer about football players getting saved. So I'm like, he played football? I was like, oh, he must sit the bench. What? This guy went to the league. I was like, I said, dude, why you ain't tell me you play football? He talking about, I wanted you to like me for me. I said, sir, we've been friends for 4 years. What in the world is going on? And then I
Listen,
still ain't capitalized on the moment. I didn't even capitalize.
You fumbled the dead ball. You did not understand the assignment.
I did not. I did not at all. I was so salty. And then my friend broke it down to me. He said, Dorian, what he looked like? I said he was big. He said, did he have no neck? He just was looking. I said, yeah. He said, where was he from? I said he was from Florida. He said he was from Florida. All of this. You ain't think he played football? Why would he come to Ohio State?
Why do you bring his no neck having ass to Ohio State?
He said he like the #1 defensive player in the league. I said, for real? I did not know.
Damn it!
I didn't know.
Listen,
If you Google him to this day, he went to the league, but I think he got
yourself.
injured. I think he got injured his rookie year or something like that. But they didn't teach us to be like that. They told us to be independent and go get a degree. That's what they taught us. I should have been talking to him. He was my friend. he liked me.
He was my friend.
I'm so salty. I'd have missed so many moments, but yes. You're right, Jamal. I would agree. We are taught that.
Yeah. D Block, tell me about these traffic cameras in school zones in NAO.
I am upset. And not just because I'm a speeder, but because I feel like it's a setup. I feel like it's a setup. It's only in Youngstown City schools, and they got 2 at East and they got 2 at Williamson. Both of those schools I frequent often. I drive past East to go to work. I've changed my route. I don't go that way anymore because, first of all, it's in effect to 9:00 p.m. 9:00 p.m. Are y'all serious? Yes, it's in effect till 9:00 p.m. And if you are going 10 miles per hour over the speed zone or whatever, it's $100. And if it's 11 over the speed, it's 150. Oh yeah, they wax it. Listen, and they set it up on January 17th, and we have until February 17th before they really go into effect. They already have. Yesterday. They had 1,200 citations already.
Dang.
1,200. So I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna get my citation in the mail. They just warning us for the month from January 17th to February 17th. Then after that, yes, they are waxing. It's gonna be, and I wouldn't be. Y'all know me. I started doing research. I'm like, all right, how many kids or people done got hit, or has it been crashes in the school zones? Because maybe that's what it is. I couldn't find not one. It was one young lady, East, and I was actually coaching when that young lady she was one of our volleyball players. She did get hit by a bus. Yes, it was very, very sad. That's why they put up that fence at East. I don't know why they never had it before, but she was like rolling down and the bus didn't see her rolling down that hill. So that was the only thing I could find. So then I started researching just period about these traffic cameras. And I guess the feds kind of allot a certain amount of money to counties or cities or something like that where traffic is concerned, and where they had cameras somewhere else, they took away that because they was getting all this money from the traffic cameras. So I don't know what. I guess it's a good thing, but I really feel like they just trying to wax the people in the poor communities.
D-Block,
yes.
They just trying to stop your ass from speeding in the school zone. Okay, listen.
No,
because tirade and try to make it seem like it was about the people. We the people.
It
no,
is about the people. Because why it ain't at Liberty? Why it ain't at Hubbard? Why isn't it in Boardman? You can't tell me that people ain't speeding up 224. You can't tell me.
There's some in Hubbard. Why are you speeding in the school zone in the first place? You know better.
I slow down in the school zone, but
obviously not. Obviously
9 o'clock at night. At 9 o'clock at night in the hood, you think I'm gonna go slow through the school safety zone? No.
D-Block, obviously, if you're speeding through there, you are the danger in the hood in that school zone.
Listen, I called the mayor's office. I called the board of education. I called the police department. I called everybody because they only named East and Williamson on the WKBN. So I needed to know all the locations of the cameras. Okay,
why?
I need to know.
Care, or you need to know where not to speed at.
Because I wanted to know if they was all in the hood, and they are all in the hood. They ain't nowhere else. That's what I wanted to know.
There's some in Hubbard.
No, there's not.
Yes, our father hasn't gotten multiple over there in Hubbard. He
no. You talk about just speeding. You talk about cameras. I'm talking about school zone ones. It's more detrimental in the school zone area. He ain't get them at the school zone.
D-Block. Stop.
He ain't get him in the school zone.
You ain't supposed to be speeding in the goddamn school zone. In the
I'm about to call your father after the podcast and ask him was it in the school zone. I am not above. I told you who I done called. And I put a message on Facebook. And I got it in my inbox every single school and how many cameras is at the school. I am upset about this. I am so upset.
All right, okay, you're right. I'm sorry. It's a detriment. It's a detriment to the community. It is a violation of all our speeders' rights.
But listen, though, Jamar, they said that the money and the proceeds is supposed to go to the schools.
Well, then you are helping your community out.
Wait a minute. I don't believe that because they said the same thing about the lottery. And we know everybody be playing the lottery in them schools. You went to Rand. What did the lottery do for us at B Rand School? What kind of books? What kind of computers? What did we have? I don't believe it. We need more people. What did Jay-Z say?
So we don't. We don't believe you. We need more people.
No, I'm telling you, it's a setup. I do not believe it. Now, if we see some improvements in the school, then I take it back. But I don't believe it.
So if they get some new book covers, you okay?
No. And you know we had them paperback book covers.
Book covers. They tricked me. I thought they were just an art project we was doing to cover them up. I didn't know they made it through that shit because them damn books was raggedy as hell. And they trying to protect the book. God.
You thought you was doing an art project?
I did.
My case in point. Look at that. Now you thought you was doing an art project.
The nerve. The gall.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry, y'all got me cracking up. This laughter is very good. Y'all got me laughing tonight.
I'm happy. Listen, that's one of those things. When I found out, the first thing I said in typical Black people fashion, when I found out what them book covers were really for, I was like, the Illuminati. The goddamn Illuminati strikes again. They made me make it. I had to do it for multiple classes when we had to make some damn book covers with the old damn. And we used to go to with Sparkles and get the bags for Sparkles over there when it was, man, the motherfucker. Damn, Illuminati strikes again.
At least you had a star on your book from Sparkles. That wasn't that their logo. Didn't they have a star?
I felt good. I felt good. I would go in there. Listen, you understand when Sparkles and Hills did things for me in my childhood.
No.
I would go to Hills, that popcorn. You just walk in there, smell that popcorn, and it was like, it was just delightful. It was great.
Yeah.
Sparkles, you go in there, and everybody knew Vernon that worked in the back in the meat department and whatnot. So everybody go there like, hey, what up? But you know, you would see people you went to school with. Sometimes I seen a bully, and I'm like, oh man. And then I seen a kid who dressed nicer than me at school, but his mom ain't had the same groceries we had in our grocery cart. We was eating good over here. Facts. I don't know what they was doing over there. Listen, we were poor, but we didn't know we poor because we always ate good.
Major facts.
Well, y'all was all unified because y'all all was getting them book covers. So there's that.
Goddamn Illuminati. All right, we're going to talk about this. Before we get out of this news, one last thing. We're going to talk about this highs and lows of Lovecraft Country. Bro, did you see that?
See what?
Lovecraft Country. Have you watched that series?
Mm-hmm.
That was my stuff. But D-Block, you want to talk about it? Talk about it. Tell me about it. What we got to say?
Well, I really, really loved it because it showed Black people in a different light. People were super smart. People were super talented. Things like that. The only thing, the low for me, besides it being canceled, was I felt like some of the stuff that I knew to be true, people would think that it was just fiction because of the fiction in Lovecraft Country. So like when it was the sundown state, when they were driving down and it was sundown, and we really know that's true.
Mm-hmm.
And they got caught, but then all of a sudden, when they was about to get murked by the cops, here come the vampire thing killing everybody. So now to me, it's like, okay, I'm able to separate the fiction from the fact, but people who don't know about sundown, are they able to separate it? And I felt like it was a lot of that in every episode, to where if you knew about the Black culture, you knew what was fact and what was fiction. But if you did not know, you could just think that it all was fiction. Does that make sense?
It makes perfect sense. I lived in the sundown city, Youngstown. I wasn't allowed outside when the street lights came on.
Yeah, street lights.
Oh, I got beat. Listen, if I was out there, I got beat.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought about it from that perspective. So I will give you like kudos for really putting that out there in that manner, because I would have never thought that people could conflate the two. However, I will say this. If anybody has, then you better skip the whole month of February.
Mm-hmm.
You better skip that one day in January that we get. Mm-hmm. You better skip that one day in June that we get. Like I think
that we just got.
Facts. So even D-Block, even if they don't know our history, like they're learning this for the first time by seeing that, then if that opens up the rabbit hole of curiosity to see that, this stuff was like, things in that. So it may even open up more minds to be like younger people, like, oh wow, okay, Black people went through that, because that scene was very intense, to be honest with you. I almost didn't watch it because of that, because I'm like, man, I've seen enough We Shall Overcome type of movies, but there wasn't that. It totally 180 to where I thought, I was like, oh, this is special. This is something that generations I hope will embrace to come. But man, you may have a point, but I just hope it may open up a rabbit hole of curiosity to say, hey, what really happened out there? Because I know a lot of people Google Lovecraft Country, and what was that county in there? Was it Ashland? I can't remember the county that they were trying to go to, but a lot of people were looking that up to see if that was real.
Damn.
That's a good point. I didn't think about it that way because then maybe they would get curious. I like that.
Yeah,
See,
and then,
you're the optimist.
yeah.
Yes, I like that. I didn't think about it like that.
No, it's just I love Lovecraft Country. I appreciate the character development.
Mhm.
I think the fact that what was his name Tick. I think the fact that he had some hidden things in the closet and then come home like this big hero and tried to portray that. I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was a lot of layers to it. It was dope. It was well written, even for the most part, well directed. So it still kept it informative, like you guys were saying. There was some. I like to call it the Forrest Gump effect, where they took a whole bunch of realistic events and things going on, and they built the story. And I mean, we've been doing that for forever. Great storytellers have been doing it for forever, but when you can do it and make it feel seamless and make you feel like, yo, like, wow, like you walk away where you learned something, but still entertained, like it wasn't an educational film, but there was education within the film.
Yeah, I will say this. Something that I was kind of, and I had this theory in my head, but I haven't talked about it out loud. So hopefully this don't sound crazy coming out on the podcast. Okay, so you silly. Okay, so y'all recall in the scene where Hippolyta was with the cop? It was either a cop or some guy. He was like, "What kind of name is Hippolyta?" And she was like, "It's Greek." And then he's like, "Oh, okay." Like he didn't know that. Like he thought it was something that we made up. And then again, I've been thinking this all the time. Like you have people by the name of Quadraterius and Quatavius and and people think we made these names up, but these are actually Roman emperor names. These are these are names that people who had passed down in history that in any other point in time in America, you would consider somebody intelligent for having a name like that. You know, it's like, but and then you have, of course, Jamals and all that, and those are Muslim names. So our names have rich history to them, but because it's black, it's just that's some nigga shit. By putting a Jub next to a Mar, a Dud next to a Mar, a Shud next to a Mar. No, man, this is history. Like we're carrying that on.
I just want to know what great emperor was named Tyrone.
You silly. Oh, hold on, wait. Give me a second. I can think of one. I think it was Tyrone.
That's a skit right there. The first original Tyrone.
He about to do. No, that actually stems from Tyronius because that's what he about to say.
That sounds good. I'll roll with it. I'll roll with it.
But I thought that was dope how she put that.
No,
up.
that
like,
is
it's Greek.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it's not some nigga made up. It's Greek, asshole. But I thought that was dope how she did that.
Yeah, that's super dope.
And there's moments like that in the film that, man, it's so intense. When they were sitting in the ice cream shop after that little white kid went and got those people, and then I can't remember the one girl's name. You know what I'm talking about, the girl, the Smollett girl. And she went back and was like, "Hey y'all, we need to get out of here now." And, like we've never lived with that kind of intensity. So to see that on film and the way they captured it, man, it was freaking perfect.
It was. I liked it. I really liked it a lot.
It's just, again, I hated that it got cut.
Then they canceled us. Yeah, they canceled us.
It was costing a lot of money to make such a great thing.
Yeah.
That's what they said. That ain't the truth. I don't believe it.
No,
I don't believe it.
At some point, I know this is not the time, but I'm just putting it out there. I think the world needs to, and this is totally random, the world needs to revisit that last Dave Chappelle special.
Listen.
I think as time passes and things kind of resurface and become popular again and become trending again, I believe that will be a turning point in the education for a lot of ignorance and transphobia. And people go in to watch and say, "Oh, he said something about trans," but it's totally reversed once you actually get immersed into what he's saying. And only masterful craftsmen can do that, because he set up the show with the intent to do that. And as you're watching, you don't know, you're just taking these twists and turns with him, thinking that, you know, it's just another comedy show, another bigger, blacker, deafer kind of thing. But no, he's actually taking you somewhere, man. And that we got to talk about that. Like,
but he always did that, so much so that I didn't even think you were talking about that. I thought you were talking about the Chappelle Show, because they used to even use the Chappelle Show in my criminology classes. Like while I was in college, they would put it up on the screen and they would say it. Then they would look at me. What you think about that, Dorian? I'd be like, really? That's where we going. Because I'm okay. But he always was like that. He always had something where you were laughing, but it was really based off of something that you needed to look deeper in. I feel like he's always been like that. That's why he's one of my favorites. He's always been like that.
Yeah.
That's dope. You know what? We've been thinking, and I'm gonna just do this for sports real quick. This week on this we gonna go right here. The sports. Georgia won a national title. Ohio State definitely should have beat them the first time when they played, but Georgia beat the hell out of TCU. They came, they saw, they conquered. Congratulations to the Georgia Bulldogs. As much as I don't mess with them, I respect them, and I hope that all the Georgia football players go to that church down there in Georgia and then be ineligible for next football
to celebrate.
Right. Go ahead.
Other thing in sports was, let me see. I got the notes.
Playoffs. Deion.
NFL playoffs is happening. Tomorrow my Eagles play the Giants. And who else plays tomorrow? Do the 49ers play the
the Dallas play the Niners on Sunday. That's the only thing I care about.
Jaguars.
That's the only thing I care about this
Chiefs,
weekend.
Saturday night.
Jaguar Chiefs. Okay. Deion Steele's a five-star cornerback from Miami. As a Florida State fan, I'm happy that Miami can feel the pain that we felt the year before when he stole a five-star player from us. So that's fair as get. And I don't know why you would feel as a five-star, as another school when it comes to cornerbacks, that if you got a chance to go play for Deion Sanders, one of the greatest cornerbacks ever, you got a chance to win. It's hard. Speaking from experience. Real quick, did y'all see Ed Reed, who's now coaching at Bethune-Cookman, his rant and going off?
No.
Listen, I love that brother. I love what he's standing for. I love what he's trying to do. He ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it. I understand. Yeah. Here's me and D Block talked about this beforehand. When these people come to these schools, like Deion, like Ed Reed, and like Eddie George, and so forth and so on, you're not coming here just to change a program. You have to come in here and have to deal with a lot of BS set in place where a lot of people ate and got fat while these schools still starved. And even then, the schools are still struggling to meet in so many areas and taking money from this to patch holes over here and here and here and here and here. And there's a lot of things to it, and you can't change it overnight because you win a freaking football game. That's not going to change it overnight. So because something gets hard, because you face conflict, and I forgot who said it. Actually, you know who said it, and I like some stuff he says, but a lot of stuff I don't. It was Dr. Umar. But he said this. He was like, when he was talking about Deion, this is before Ed Reed went and did his rant. He was like, yo, because why? Because it was hard, because they wasn't doing the right things with the money, allegedly, because they wasn't this. He was like, brother, that's the part about the struggle. That's why it's called the struggle. You not only have to fight the outside forces in the struggle, you have to fight the inside forces within the struggle. If Harriet Tubman would have sat there and met the struggle, I'm like, you niggas is okay. You on your own. I try to help y'all. Y'all snitching on me. Y'all do.
I'm only take 10 people. I'm only take 10 slaves with me.
Yeah. You know, I mean, that's the part of it. It was easy. You don't think as much highly as these people think of themselves. Somebody else would have been able to do it who came in there with the character and intent and the drive and the passion that you have. It's not easy. And just because you're Deion Sanders and you have access to all this money to bring in, you still are dealing with a system, still are dealing with a group of people in positions of powers within these institutions who it takes time. You have to move them out, or you have to change the way that they think, because they thinking like, I got to do whatever it takes necessary to hold this shit together, to patch holes. And yes, funds get misappropriated and everything like that. And then just like Deion Sanders had to learn, just like at Jackson State, at Colorado, yeah, you got to kiss them boosters' ass, because the money still makes the world go round. And the difference is, you can tell somebody who, when you're worth a few $1 million, you can tell somebody, fuck you, I'm not going to your meetings and all the other stuff. When you got people investing 10, 25, 35, 45, $50 million into a football program, and they want to have a meeting with you or luncheon with you, you got to go. Them boosters is who help pay your salary. You got to go. You still have to answer to the man. So I wish them brothers the best, but the change doesn't come overnight or in three or four football seasons. You don't change a culture. You don't change your identity. You don't fix the problem just because you put a winning product on the field. It helps, but the change is not going to happen. You still have to deal with all the other things that are in place that hold back a Bethune-Cookman or a Central State or Norfolk State or Jackson State or Grambling State. Like, the problem is bigger than just athletics. It helps, and it's a good way to get eyes on it, but it's generally scratching the surface of the issues that these institutions face.
Now, Jamar, I have to say, and it's probably something that a lot of people don't hear me say, but I wanted to say that you were right, because, at first, I was saying that I was not upset with Deion, although me and you shared a lot of the same core parts. But I was saying I wasn't upset with him because I felt like he went in strategically, and that he did not say all of the things about he wanted to change the culture and things like that. And I was just going off of interviews, but I start watching that Coach Prime series. And as I was 3 episodes in, and I was like, dang it, Jamar was right. Because he was really, not only was he saying stuff, but the celebrities he was bringing in was saying stuff. It was like The Rock came and was like working with the group, and he was saying stuff. Snoop Dogg and them came, and then Master P, they threw him a birthday party. It was talking about how he was really changing Jackson, and everybody was behind him. And I just was like, man, they all probably like, this cat has hoodwinked us because he just left. It was so many people.
No, they sympathize with him. They sympathize with him because it's easier for us to do that. It's easier for them guys to sit there and say,
well, not the celebrities. I'm talking about the people. Like, when they was going through like the water crisis and things like that, where they didn't have it. The people were looking forward to just going to the games and having like a winning season, even though they couldn't drink the water. Like, it was so uplifting while I was watching it, and I was like, oh, I'm drinking the Kool-Aid too. And then it was like, dang, he done really left all these people behind for his own personal goals. So I'm just gonna publicly say I think you were right. I'm just gonna say it and don't ever bring it up again. But
I won't bring it up again. I won't bring it up again. Like it's not about being right.
It was so crazy to me.
It's about us coming to understanding and help better educate ourselves and others, and share information and perspective so we can learn. Like, I listen to you, I listen to my bro. When I don't look, as much as everybody seems to think I don't know stuff, the first person I call, I'm like, bro, man, these motherfuckers got me mad. They said this. Tell me where I'm wrong at. And then he'll be honest with me. And sometimes I might disagree with him, but he'll be honest with me. He'll be like, yo, this is this, or this is this. So, and like me and you had a conversation. You can be right at the wrong at the same time. You can be right from a bigger picture, a macro standpoint. But for those who are here and just looking at it from this level, they're not going to understand. They don't care. I don't like to say they can't. They don't care to understand things from things. They only care to see what they can visualize, what they see in front of them, and not
from their perspective.
and not look at it from, just take a step back. And the biggest thing that hinders people, especially Black people, is we think emotionally. We hate to look at things from a logical, take a step back, let's analyze and understand that nothing happens for nothing. Like, it's always something that is cause and effect. Life is cause and effect. Why are we at this point? Why you should be, in order to win an argument, you need to first argue against your own argument to see if you can easily break down the point that you're trying to make. And if you can easily break down your own damn point or argument you're trying to make, then you need to go back and strengthen your argument before you step to the table trying to come in there rah about some shit that obviously you truly don't understand. If you can break down your own points, that's how I look at things. So if I sit there, come to you and I'm like, yo, Doreen, I think motherfucking like Doritos is like the shit, and I don't care what you say. And then you break down all these facts, and I know you're gonna break down. I know you're gonna say this. I know you're gonna say that. And then when you break it all down, and I'm like, well, I don't care. This is how I feel. Then you could have kept your damn feelings to yourself. I could have kept my damn feelings to myself and just whatever case. Don't try to make something a fact because you feel it. Make it a fact because it is a fact, or because you know the information that supports it to be a fact, or because you see there's history in a behavior pattern that supports that we're going to end up at this point and whatnot. And you see it, like me, my brother is like my source, like for grounding. Like if I'm feeling real strong about something, I'll call him. He's like, nah, man, whatever. I'll argue with my own. I'm like, he'll tell you, I'm like a black sheep amongst my friends because I think so different. I'm the biggest person. The Mike Brown thing, we was going at it. Like, yo, the biggest people who were the biggest thing and cause for Mike Brown was the people in that community. That's a macro way of looking at it, because I went and looked back at the voting turnout, and I went and looked at so many factors that played into how you 70% of the population, but only 17% of the voting turnout. How like in the police before, you're like the majority of people in that county, but none of y'all are on the police force. None of y'all go and run for any of these positions and whatnot. And you know what changed after that is when the federal government, of course, came in and helped. But when those people took responsibility and accountability for their community and started running. Like, I hate when how often you do it, we do it. People complain about crooked judges or crooked sheriffs or crooked district attorneys and whatnot. Those are all voted in positions. You only care about, I don't want Trump in there. I don't want Trump. He's a horrible guy. I don't want him. But you done let Tom, Dick, and Harry become a judge or state a judge, and he done locked up all these black people. You done let this greedy ass district attorney who only cares about getting his numbers up so he can go to a higher position. You don't know who your councilman are. You don't even know most people don't even know what ward they live in. I'm big on accountability. Like, that's just me. So, but anyways, we were
supposed to be on sports, but
we done with sports. We done with sports. So
wait, I got a question though about sports, real fast.
Tell it.
I want to know y'all opinion on females who know about sports.
That's
because
dope.
I feel like a lot of times the guys who I talk to don't believe that women know sports. Am I just talking to the wrong guys?
Yeah.
Or is it big? But I feel like guys from Youngstown get it.
You're giving us you're giving yourself a small sample size of guys to sift through, and you're in a market that's probably a horrible dating market. No disrespect to all my good, strong.
Well, I'm not even talking about dating. I'm just talking about
or even interacting, like
interacting with anybody, even on your job or whatever. When you are, like for instance, I was talking about the Niners versus Dallas, and I was talking about how I was scared that the Niners was gonna beat us because they had a good. They can run the ball against us. The Bucks couldn't do that, which is why we kind of was able to dominate, because when you run the ball, you could kind of control it. And this guy said, what dude, actually, I'm going to say the N-I-G-G-A word just because this is what he said.
You want me to say it for you? What nigga?
Yeah, have you
been?
been talking to? Did you know what's going on? And I was like, what? Like,
Wow.
I said, excuse me, like I can't just know that I'm like a for real Dallas fan. I'm a for real football fan. Like, what do you mean? What dude was I talking to?
He don't know your history, D Block. He don't know, like, he don't know that you was a ferocious cheerleader and you was out there screaming, take his head off!
Wow.
So y'all feel like y'all don't come across men who think that women shouldn't know about sports?
I don't say I come across men who think that women shouldn't know. I come across a lot of men that don't care to understand or know that women know. It's not a priority of their thought process or their everyday struggle to care or understand, to want to understand what the general woman understands. And so you're going to get a lot of that because out of ignorance or just lack of caring to know. It's like, I don't care about that. I don't want to know that. Like, they just didn't want to know. So when you say it or when you come across intelligent in something that they normally deal with on a day-to-day basis, it throws them off for a moment. And when you get people thrown off, they don't know what to say, they tend to normally say some stupid shit right afterwards just to say something instead of him just shutting the hell up. Like, okay. he got to say something like, what you know about that? What the hell you know about, girl? You don't know about that.
It just it happens more. It happens to me more often than not. So I didn't know if it was like a Youngstown thing, because every female in my family watches sports, especially football.
You don't know how to pick dudes. That's all. You keep picking the dudes that think like that, and then you miss out on the good ones, like the dude that plays
thank
for Ohio
you, Jamar,
State.
for that.
You missed out. Listen, if you knew, honestly, I'm with that guy now that I think about it. Because if you knew football, you would have known that dude that was your friend for all them years played football. So he might be on to something.
Jamar, why didn't he just tell me he played football? Why didn't he just say, hey, he never once said he was going to practice. He never once said he was going to the game. He ain't never said not one thing.
Because
if you related.
Because if you was really trying to be his friend, you would have known, because you would have sat there and engaged in more conversations with him to find out what else was going on in his world. But so because you just seen, it's your fault because you seen you couldn't leave a hickey because he ain't had no neck. D-Block, is your fault. I'm gonna need you to take responsibility because you dropped the ball. You ain't want to be great.
Lord have mercy. I had a whole boyfriend. Let's put that out there. I was dating somebody.
So now we making excuses. Now we making excuses.
So I was supposed to dump him and date the football player.
Wait, is your boyfriend?
Look at your brother.
Is your boyfriend playing the NFL?
Your brother ain't saying nothing, but he making all the gestures.
I mean, that's what everybody else was taught. You said that. Remember, you said that.
Yeah,
you said it. No, Doreen want to be faithful to the brother that's sitting there teaching art at some school instead of getting the dude that made it to the NFL. You like,
listen, he was an art major.
He over there got other damn kids over there making them damn binders or doing paper book covers and whatnot right now instead of playing the NFL. You made that choice, D-Block. You made that choice. Because his poetry was better than No Next. You went with that dude.
Oh, I feel so seen right now. Okay, let's move on. What's the next topic? What's the next topic?
We jumping into the main topic, and we're going to pick one of the... Let's make this main topic what you want to talk about. You want to talk about the social media and technology, or you want to talk about this mediocrity with celebrating mediocrity? I like mediocrity.
I know you like that, but I really want to talk about the other one because I have a bone to pick, and I didn't know how to make it sound like it was very intelligent.
Well, I don't understand it the way you wrote it. Right? Yeah, tell it to me how you meant to say it.
With the topic.
I feel like when people used to ask for money or if like you could tell that somebody was struggling. I feel like social media has negated that. So I feel like with the introduction of Cash App, when somebody can just request and not have to ask you and not have to tell you why they're bothering you, asking you for money, I feel like that kind of takes away, because before they had to tell you like, man, my lights getting cut off, I might be getting evicted, and then you was like, oh, here, let me help you. But now they just Cash App request you $200 and think you're supposed to just hand it over with no explanation. So I feel like it has kind of like diminished the fact that people do it so easily, where before when you had to actually interact, you had some type of pride about you. And now you could just pretend, even though you borrowed that money on Cash App, and now you at the Rick Ross concert popping bottles on social media when I was the one who Cash Apped you the money. It's just a revolving circle.
Wait. There's so many problems on so many levels about what you're saying. Okay, let me tell you. First and foremost, speaking for the people who love this new social media thing way of borrowing money from people and not having to go into detail about why your broke ass needs to borrow money. Let me tell you this, okay? First and foremost, don't loan out the goddamn money that you need back, okay? That's the first rule. If you need it back,
that's the first rule. I know, but go ahead.
If you need it back, don't loan it out, okay? That's the first rule. Second rule is that why you need to know. Either you want to give it to me, you don't. Okay. The third rule is I can lie to you and say that I need it for this, and this, and get the money from you. And then you're gonna be all in your feelings because I'm like, yeah, I had all those issues going on, but I paid those. I needed your money so I could still go out.
But you had to be creative though. With your lie, you had to be creative. I appreciate the creativity.
You appreciate the lie. You love living in the lie.
Listen, I just want the podcast world to know Jamar has not asked me for any money. This is not a personal. This is not a personal thing.
Wait. I'm texting you right now, asking for some money. See?
No, and I'm pressing decline. I'm pressing.
Wait. What's your Cash App? I'm just gonna get your Cash App and just straight Cash App and
no.
Or do you want the sob story? You want the sob story?
Because even with that, but no, Jamar, you asking me what's my Cash App? You can find it. You can find it because you got my phone number. All you gotta do is look at your contacts and it pop up. The Dorian Block is on Cash App.
Shit, you is right. I ain't never thought about you the other day.
Listen, I'm gonna talk to the other brother. What you think?
Point, but this is close to home, okay? And so, because I know I'm wrong, because I'm one of them, okay? I am one of them, and I complain about when niggas borrow money from me, but I'm one of them niggas that borrow money.
But listen, I was taught, because I'm like, why people keep asking for like $2 and $5? They send it to all their contacts, and then when everybody send them $2 and $5, now they done came up on a stack of cash, and you like, oh, what in the world? That I'm telling you, everybody is a scammer. Everybody got their own stuff, and I feel like it's social media's fault, because before I would be like, Jamar, guess who called me and asked me for $2? Then you be like, guess who they asked me for $2? But when they just send it out to the social world and technology, we don't know. And now they got $2,000, and we sit here without working for our $2,000 when they just sending it out into the social media world.
Okay. Quick question.
Yes.
So, should I ask for $2.50 or $3 per person on my contact list? I'm just saying. A motherfucker don't expect you to have to pay back $3. They'll just give it to you.
Yes, that's the hustle right there. And they think, all they're asking is $3.
Who thought this shit? That's some genius shit.
See, you know
what? I'm about to check and see right now if it work on my old lady. I'm gonna text her right now, like, yo, if it worked,
I need to talk to the other brother. What are your thoughts, sir,
Yeah,
on this?
I don't necessarily know if social media made it easier, but definitely texting and requests and things you can just push buttons on. I do agree with that. It did make it easier because I didn't when I read your the text there. I didn't really understand what you meant, but now hearing, okay, yeah, I think I agree. But I mean, when you think about it, the actual real poor people, I mean, it's not really doing nothing for them. They still on the street begging for change. They still, you know what I'm saying? Like I've dealt with a lot of homeless people. I've yet to have one have Cash App. But
Oh,
I
they
did.
do in DC.
Well, I did run into a guy who was trying to sell me a CD with the Square card. Like, man, you got a card? I got the Square. I was like, nope. Here's your CD back. But
yeah, I don't trust that.
Yeah, so, they get hacked a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me tell y'all something.
I have to agree, though. I agree.
I agree with you. All right. So I'm not gonna mention no names, but it's so funny that she tells the story. I had a little cousin, a younger cousin of mine, and he instead, you know what? I do get offended when a motherfucker just like requested on Cash App. Text me at first. Text me regular and ask me. Don't just Cash App a request, because then I'm gonna think you hacked. Then I'm gonna think you hacked, and I'm not gonna do it. All right. So you're right. I normally text and I like to text and tell you what the fuck is going on and why I need your money. Okay, that's what I like to do. I like to tell you that my life's fucked up. Sometimes it's my fault. A lot of times it's not my fault, but most times it might be my fault. That's not the point. But I had a cousin. He hit me up one day through thing. He's like, and all he said was, requested real important cutting. I need you. This is a little cousin of mine. I just got back in touch with him like, I don't know, a couple months beforehand. So I'm like, all right, I got you. I loaned him. It was nothing but like $45. And my brother always said, don't loan out money you need back. So I was like, I don't need it back. But I'm a broke motherfucker, so I really, truthfully, needed my $45 back. Because the next week,
you trying to kill me.
But I didn't go hunting him down. I didn't go hunt my little cousin down. So it was like, in the words of SpongeBob, 1 month later. And I'm like, and so this is what I do. What I do is, if you owe me some money, I just hit you up on some random stuff like, hey, Cuddy, how you been? Da-da-da-da. No response. I'm like, this nigga ducking me. Then I found, now here's where it get messed up, right? And I'm gonna tell you where I'm wrong. And somebody probably watching is gonna be sensitive about it, but I don't care. It's my truth. So I'm like, mad. I'm not mad because I know the rules. So I don't expect it back, but I would like it back. And so like 2 days later, I found out he died.
Oh no!
Wow.
Now, being truthfully honest, 3 thoughts ran through my head. Like, man,
Jamar,
I love
don't say the 3 thoughts. Just stop right
No,
there.
I gotta tell my truth. I love my Cuddy. I love my cousin was the first thought. I'm gonna miss my cousin. I'm not gonna get that $45 back now, am I? Was the third thought. And I had to accept it. I knew I wasn't, and whatever case, and it was a tragic thing. And I love my Cuddy to death. But I learned a valuable lesson. Don't loan it out if you need it back. I wanted it back, but didn't need it. And I was hurt because I was conflicted. Like, I was ready to call his brother. Was like, hey, your bro owe me $45.
Yeah, I'm glad you didn't do that. That'd have been all
but
bad.
I didn't do it. Because he was a good cut. If he'd have been a horrible, I got a couple other cousins. If it was them, I don't give a fuck. I'm calling like, yo, I'm calling their mom. I'm calling. I got a couple cousins I love, but I don't like. I'm calling their ass.
You just gotta send cryptic messages on the cash.
No.
When they ask for money, I call J.G. Winford. Like I put little things I mean, little things on the thing, like, oh, till Friday, okay, like with an emoji. That's what you gotta do, Jamar. Then they send it back because they gonna feel like, except for I don't know how young your cousins are, because I don't know if my cousins would know JG Whip.
Call J.G. Whitworth, 877
877
cash
cash
now.
now. Yeah, I don't know if they would know. I don't know if that translated to the younger generation. I need some of them Percocet lyrics.
Hey, if I call Young Thug, he got a dude that'll get it to you.
Yes, I need some of his lyrics. That's what I'm saying. So I could be cryptic in my messages. But that's all I'm saying. So, but what y'all think about social media and people portraying that they have more than they have, and you know them personally, and you like, no, you don't. Like, do you think it's a problem, or just let them live their life?
I think it's a problem. Like I do. And I let my brother answer before I give my real answer.
Well, I guess I'm wondering if you think there was no social media, would they still do it?
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, people
not in the scale that they can, because I'm serious. I feel sorry for y'all because I saw a girl in real life. She had a full goatee and beard, and then she posted on social media with the filter, and it wasn't there. Like y'all don't have a chance.
What women been okay? That's not fair because y'all women been lying to us the whole entire time. Y'all wear clothes and eyelashes
makeup,
and makeup and hair and jeans that make you look like you got a booty when you really got booty do. Like, nah, you're not gonna get my sympathy because I know Nasatal when I see Nasatal.
It was a guy saying that girls need to tell they date that they got on Spanx before they get in the bedroom, and now your body done unfolded out of this stuff.
Cisco Ebert, 2 thumbs up. Or is it Roger the Ebert?
I just feel like I'm just saying the magnitude is different. If it wasn't social media and they didn't have these beauty filters and things like that, she could not in T-minus 2 seconds hide a full goatee. You would have been able to see it even if she threw on some makeup over top of it. But if you are on social media, you can change that. And I don't know if it's a good thing or not. D
Block. Let me true story.
Uh-oh.
So I got a 19-year-old, right? And we get into this argument all the time. And I have learned that I have, as much as I try to give her the game or give her the truth, but I have to let her. Sometimes you got to let people live in their lie or what they assume to be their truth. Mm-hmm. And we talked about these things, and it bothers me. And I'm speaking. This is real. As much as I've been joking tonight, this is real. I speak to her because she's very conscientious about her looks. Like my daughter goes to the gym to works out and everything else because she wants her booty to look a certain way and she wants her things. So I'm happy that she has the motivation and the dedication for improvement, but the reasons for these improvement are misguided reasons. Mm-hmm. And she's not doing it to be healthy because she still eats she still eats like crap and everything else and stuff like that, but she want to get that booty right because she wanted to sit there and be appealing to the boys, or she wants this, or she wants that. She loved the attention. She's a very beautiful young princess. Could be an amazing queen because she's driven, she's strong, she's smart, she's on the gains list, she works her ass off and has so many other attributes, but yet she still falls victim to today's society of how not only how men value women, but how women value themselves. Mm-hmm. And so when we have these conversations, she gets offended. She's like, I don't care. I could da-da-da-da-da. And then the typical answer to go to now is that like, oh, you whatever case, like you don't want women to feel whatever, you're just hating, or you just like, no, I'm not hating. It's just that you're beautiful the way you are. Mm-hmm. Your natural beauty is an amazing thing. Like it's what sets you apart. Like I get it, but I don't get it. Like I know women want to be thing, because they had a thing on the Breakfast Club today talking about this, and they were like, is women who get plastic surgery minus health reasons, is that more a matter of them having, what's the word I'm looking for? Not self-esteem, not vanity, but not self-esteem, but being self-conscious about themselves, or compared to the fact that they just, is it more about self-conscious issues or feeling that they're lacking or something or whatever else? And a lot of men came in, was like, yes. A lot of women, some women came in, half and half was like, yes, it's still a matter of thing. Because some women would call in like, yo, I got big titties, but I still want in the ass, but I still want to get an ass lifting or whatever case. And Charlemagne, which I used to love Charlemagne when Charlemagne was more raw, but the more he got incorporated into corporate America, the more
politically correct he got.
More politically correct, the more he stopped being about he stopped being less honest truth and become, and I don't want to say, because being open is not a bad thing, but sometimes you can be so open to accepting other people's truth that you lose what is the actual fucking truth.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes the truth is just the goddamn truth. Like if you're a woman and you ride around with C cups and you're pretty in whatever case. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm a firm believer in pro-choice. Pro-choice to do what you want to do to your body. Just be honest about the choices you make.
Mm-hmm.
If you felt that you were beautiful and you love your breasts or you love your ass, then why do you need to go get it lifted, or why do you need to go get them bigger or whatever case? If you're happy with your lips, why do you need to go get injections in your lips? Like things like that, like, and so it's like owning it. So I feel like social media plays into it, because back to the main topic, social media highlights and gives you the attention when you enhance these things, when you enhance the fantasy, when you women know to do the right pose, and I hate this. Oh God, do I fucking hate this. It drives me crazy, because women will act like they're so in love with themselves, but the minute they take a picture, you know how you can tell that they're not so in love with themselves, because the first thing they do is they pose themselves and put their hand right there over their stomach, and that one part cover it up. Like, and dudes, we look at the picture like, why the fuck is her hand over her stomach? That's the first thing we draw our eyes to. Like, why is she posed like that? But they do it, and it's like, yo, like, if you not comfortable, if you wouldn't put your hand there, we wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We wouldn't have noticed, and we probably don't care. But because you care, now we care. Like, it's like we care about your self-conscious issues.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's some exceptions that I would say, but for the most part, I agree with you. So, like for the sagging breasts and things like that, those who've had kids and they breastfed and things like that, and now you want to just have them lifted back up to their former glory.
Because you're what about your breasts? You're what?
Because what? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what their reasoning. I don't know. That's not my problem. But I'm just saying. It's a confidence
thing. You're conscientious about it.
Yeah, but it's also the way you look in clothes, because
it all falls into that.
What you say?
It all still falls into that. Like, it's a confidence thing. It's a being comfortable with yourself because you feel uneasy or you feel less confident when you have these issues. And so what you're doing is you're addressing it, and there's nothing wrong with it. What I'm saying is there's nothing wrong with it, but
just be honest about it.
Yes.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, because I'm just thinking of my friends, because I don't have my problem. My problem is not with the trying to get the stuff. My problem is people think you got it because you look different than other people. Like, normally women have breasts and they don't have a behind, or they have a behind and they don't have breasts.
Oh,
you have both of them. What'd you say?
You talked about this before. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, sometimes when you have both of them, people think that you've paid for this stuff, and people ask me all the time, and I be looking at them like, I think I'm fat. Like, what is you talking about? Did you get some shots in your ass?
Got a BBL? D-Block got a BBL?
I'm like, no, I did not. Do you think I would still have his stomach if I went under the knife? Like, and it is so crazy because see, with me, my chest grows every single year. It's been like this since freshman year in college. And so people always ask me like, well, do you think of getting like a breast reduction or something like that? But I'm fine because my back don't hurt or things like that. Like, you know, some people say like, oh, their back hurt or they do this, but I make sure that I buy the proper undergarments and things like that. And I dance and I stay healthy. So it doesn't bother me. So I just feel like if I did that, it wouldn't be a reason. Like, oh, truthfully, if I got a breast reduction, it would be so I could get a pretty bra, because when your chest is big, you got black, beige, and white. That's all they really be trying to give you. Those be the only support.
Don't be coming to the bedroom with Aunt Dorothy's bra on.
No, and it don't be Aunt Dorothy's bras. I guess they be cute, but can I just get a cheetah print bra and some panties matching?
No, you might as well put the garter. You might as well put the garter belt on and the pantyhose stockings on and stuff like that. If you come in there with Aunt Dorothy's bra on, you can't get cute bras because of your size.
I'm just saying, if you ask any woman who is over a certain size, I'm telling you, we get happy. Like when I spend, and this is on my bras being on sale. I went and got 5 bras, 3 pair of panties, $657.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Yes. It's my mother. Now my mother's from the itty bitty committee. So she don't understand. She like, you spend what? I go to Walmart and it's crazy, but that would be the only reason. So I can get cheaper bras and so I could get some pretty colors. Can I get a fuchsia bra? Can I get a yellow with sunflowers? Like they don't. Victoria's Secret is that they don't. I ain't seen a Victoria's Secret bra since 2007. Like the secret is all of the Victoria models don't got no chest. That's the secret.
You gotta go to pink pink or pink candy or some bullshit.
My daughter goes no Fredericks, no pink candy. My problem is this part is small. Usually people who can get the prettier bras, they are bigger. If your cup size matches this part, you can get them. But because this is little and my cup size is big, I have to get custom made bras. That's why you just looked crazy when I said $657. I hide the receipt when I go to the bra store. So my mother, I've never put anything on layaway before. I put a bra on layaway. I said, this is what we do.
D-Block, I got your answer. You're not gonna like it, but I got your answer. I'm about to cash app everybody for $3 to buy D-Block. Everybody on my contacts list. See this, and you know what? You don't want them to know the details. I'm just putting D-Block needs a new bra, and we gonna get you one. See, you welcome.
I can't stand you. I can't.
That was hilarious.
That was a good
Actually, one. I'm lying. $4.50. $3 for you, $1.50 for me per person.
That's your percentage. You taking a percentage. You taking a cut.
I'm still a broke ass nigga. So I need every penny I can get. But for you, I'm gonna do this because I care. I want you to be comfortable, and I want you to have a pretty bra for once. Okay, without spending $657. Okay, there's no reason. No woman. I'm fighting for your cause, girl. No woman should have to spend $657 goddamn dollars on some drawers and a bra.
That's a lot. That's a lot of money, man.
It's a lot. And every year, every March, I know they see me coming like, oh, she about to spend some money. Every March, I go and I have to re-up and do stuff, and then I just continue throughout the year because it's gonna grow.
You that girl with the wires and they're poking niggas out when they go to sit there, whatever case, touching on you, and it was a wire and the bra come out and
listen. You know I dance, so when I went to the and not that type of dancing, I went to I want to say we did the pop-up series in Detroit, and I asked my friend, I said, hey, I got my new bra for the class. I need you to hook them in the back. She looked at my straps and was like, these mugs is like book bag straps. She's like, you all right?
Yeah, how your circulation on your shoulder be?
Man, I looked at her like, thanks a lot. Thank you very much. But it is real. It's so crazy. And
You
so that
wouldn't
would be
try
like
to take your bra off doing a shoulder lean. Shoulder lean.
But listen, so Jamar, but my thing is, so is that a self-conscious thing? Or
Yes.
is that I'm trying to budget better. Like so
It's both.
just
Wait, two things can be true.
Okay.
Two things can be true.
At
Like
the same
it could be a conscientious thing, and then at the self-conscious thing, and at the same time, because you want a prettier bra. Why do you need a prettier bra? Who cares what your bra look like?
I care. I care what my bra look like.
Yeah, no dude care. Most of the time, I mean, don't get me wrong, if we see a pretty bra, but oh, that's cute, but we still trying to take that motherfucker off and throw it on the floor.
So it don't matter that it's only beige, black, and white.
Yeah, we don't care about that shit. Only y'all care about that shit. Like, oh my god, listen, we were like, oh my god, she was matching with the bra and the panties. Nigga, we don't care about that shit. We trying to get, if we get to that point to see it, we're not trying to keep it on. We don't care. That's a women thing. I've learned women don't dress for men. Women dress for themselves and for other women. Y'all don't dress for men. I ain't never met a dude that was like, yo, bro, them red bottoms turned me on so much.
Oh, I thought you was about to say something about a beige bra. I thought you was about to say.
Better yet,
you know what? We was about to do something and she came out with a beige bra. I had to get out of there.
Bro, we had the whole thing going on, the candles lit, and she came out the bathroom with the little outfit on and with a beige bra. Nigga was like, and this nigga said my pager went off. He ain't even got a pager. They need me at work. Ain't nobody doing that shit because you got a beige bra or white bra or brown
black.
Bra or you got
black beige.
Bra. We don't care.
White.
No, that's not what it matters to us. And half the time, unless you come in with some grandma panties. Now sometimes we notice if you got grandma panties, then we gonna be like, fuck it, they coming off anyways. We gonna think about it for a second, but for a second. Listen.
Is that the truth, Mr. Producer? Is this the truth?
I mean, everybody has their own version of the truth. You know, I wouldn't.
That's a no.
I think,
no. My bro be over there like, girl, I don't like that bra. We not doing that tonight. This nigga roll over his fart and go to sleep.
I don't think somebody wanting a leopard print bra is a breakdown of their psyche.
No. Augmentations to their body is about the psyche.
I'm not talking about that.
Oh, okay.
I'm just.
Oh, my bad.
We're talking about bras. So I don't think that represents their psyche. At least I think that people just kind of want to have nice things in some ways, but when it comes to going under the knife for things that you find deficient, that's a whole different animal in the neck of the woods. So I totally agree with Jamar on that one, man. That's 110% real, and it's unfortunate because we have a lot of young women and young men who are doing things to themselves, all in the name of likes, and it's just unfortunate. But when it comes to wanting to buy a bra or whatever, I don't care about that.
I don't care about that shit. Yeah. I don't even remember what bra my woman wore to bed the other day. I don't care. Care about that. I don't even know what half the time the color of her drawers is. I don't care. Who cares? Like, look, all they are. You know what those are?
Okay. What about the price, though? What about the price? Are you gonna go spend $657 on your woman
she
for
better
her?
not spend no $57 because I don't spend no $57 on no damn drawers. So she don't need no $57.
But that's the only thing that fit her. That's the only thing that fit her. You gonna go buy it?
You gotta do it.
If it's gonna make you feel comfortable, I'll bite. I'll play into it.
You gotta buy it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But once you get it, then I'll be like, I'm taking this motherfucker off anyways. I don't know why we bought it in the first place. Like, I don't care. Like,
all right.
Listen, don't you? I'm gonna go ahead and start this GoFundMe and set up this Cash App thing. We're gonna utilize this social media. You about to buy all the bras you like. You can, in the words of T.I., you can have whatever you like.
You like.
Yeah. Stacks on deck, balls on ice. All right, so we about to jump into D Block. When we make you a regular, right? You I don't know how you're gonna keep fighting. You had too much fun. Me and my bro.
I did have fun.
Whip it real good. Whip it real good.
But yeah,
listen,
that was awesome. I appreciate your thoughts. You think a little outside of the box, so that's pretty cool.
I love it. That's why I've been begging her for like 2 years. Like, please. We'll buy you a bra. You sign up. We'll buy you a bra. Not $657 bra, but we gonna get you a
no,
good
they
bra.
only like $65 a piece on sale.
We can swing that. Bro, I got 35 on it. Ignore that cash app. Ignore that cash app request for $35.
That song, I was thinking the same thing. Lord.
We gonna get you right, D Block. The perks of it is every quarter you get a new $65 bra. I need to run this. I need to run this by the ownership team, but I'm sure they'll be okay. We'll figure it out. It's part of the programming budget. Okay.
Yeah. Are we doing a don't hashtag? Are you doing one?
Yeah, we doing a don't hashtag. This I'm about to do it now if I can find it. I'm sitting there busy, been looking up cash apping people. She gave me an idea. Wait, is this it?
Not you learning how to get $1,000 in 5 minutes.
All right, okay. So we about to go in and don't hashtag this. Hold on. We about to do it.
Okay, AAA listeners, it's time for Black V to present Don't Hashtag This. I repeat, don't hashtag this. And now your co-host, Black V.
Damn, she sounds sexy as fuck. Okay, don't hashtag this for this episode. Episode 82 is going to be don't hashtag post that's that shit. Okay? When I tell you people that don't post hashtag that's that shit is because y'all be posting some of the craziest, most incriminating shit ever and be snitching on yourselves. Like, you niggas, not all of y'all live in states where marijuana is okay. Some of y'all work government jobs and like to post yourself holding a joint up or doing some other stupid shit. And I'm like, this nigga work for the federal government. I'll be sometimes so mad because you so stupid. I'll be wanting to call your job and tell him. Like, I ain't no snitch, but I can be. So, people, stop putting, again, back to what D Block said, social media being like a gift and a curse. Stop posting all your goddamn business out there. Don't post that shit. Don't post that. Y'all be telling folks that you're not in town, you're not at home, so your whole home is left there. You've been stunting all the time on social media, showing what you got in your house. Your new 85-inch TV. You got a PlayStation 5, all this other stuff. You lucky I'm afraid to go to jail, because if I wasn't afraid to go to jail, I'd have been robbed y'all asses. But I'm not built for jail. Okay? So, again, please keep your business to a minimum. Social media is about sharing, but you need to limit your accessibility that you allow people to come into your space, your world, your life, your home, or your family. Keep your personal business. If you beefing with your husband, don't post that shit that nigga was cheating on you and every goddamn thing else. Because when you take the nigga back, we all looking at you was like, oh, her dumb ass. And then you get mad because everybody got something to say about your relationship because you took this man back who you got 3 kids with and every goddamn thing else. Keep your business your business. Limit what you share.
Yeah.
Be protective of what you share.
Facts.
And be respectful of your household, your relationship, and your peace of mind when you share your things. Because too much access allows people the ability to infiltrate and tear apart or take or want what you have. When other people go looking at stuff, they look at stuff that they wish that they can have. That's the things that catches our eye, the things that interest us that we want. So when you showing off, yeah, you think we celebrating you. Nah, we scoping you, bitch.
Facts.
Excuse my language. So again, don't hashtag post that shit. Don't post that shit. Keep your life private. Only share the moments and the things that you want to share while still maintaining the integrity and the wholesomeness and the privacy of your home, your family, your private life, your issues. Your family, your friends don't need to know what all the hell you got going on, everything you do and every move you make.
Preach.
Okay? So,
Agreed.
again, don't hashtag post that shit. Can I say something real quick before we end this on a positive? Well, no, it's not a positive, but it's a quick rant. You motherfuckers, I'm looking at y'all out there in the world. You sons of motherfuckers, stop funking the funk. Stop lying on social media. Stop saying you got it all. Stop saying you balling. If you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Live in your truth. If you broke, say you broke. Ain't nothing wrong with being, I mean, there's something wrong with being broke, but ain't nothing wrong with being a broke nigga. Because guess what? All them other people fronting, you living check to check like you, or they just credit card swiping. They just swiping, or they sucking and fucking to get where they need to be. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Live your truth. Now, don't get me wrong. If you truthfully a hoe, then be that. Do you? No judgment. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to appreciate the truth. The truth is way more respectful, way more understandable, and you can get further with giving people your truth of who you truly are, what you think. Whether it's right or wrong, that's what you truly feel, you truly believe in, you truly ride with. Most people, even if they disagree with it, be like, yo, that's just where they at. That's just the time they on. You got to respect it. Don't fake the funk. Be you. Just do it. So before we get ready to wrap it up, D-Block, you got any shout outs you want to give? People you want to show love to before we drag you back here again for the next episode? Because we're going to make you regular. You ain't going to fight it for so long. And you're going to get your hair done. You're going to be a whole new person with a whole new ball.
Yeah, and in a week and a half, I'm gonna be another person. Every single time y'all have me on, I'm gonna look different. Shout out to my mom. She stole my remote this afternoon. So
Mama.
now I gotta go and get it after the podcast.
Mama, you know, queen of my heart.
Y'all know how that Fire Stick remote get lost all the time. It's in her purse. I was looking for it so my daughter could watch TV while we was doing the podcast. Shout out to mom. She always got picking up my daughter after school. She always doing everything. She's sleepy, but we're gonna go get that remote. But shout out to my mama. Shout out Pop-Up Series. Shout out.
Why is your remote in her purse?
My mother has a habit of putting things in her purse when she watches my daughter. Like before, it was my phone. So I'm looking everywhere for my phone so I can go and broadcast so I could do my Zumba class, and I could not. And then I called her and she said, I heard something in it. Let me look. No, here it go right here. Well, what you gonna do? Do it after the class? I said, Ma, you have my phone for me to do it. I can't do the class. I'm gonna come get it. And she was at work. So today, before I got on here, I said I'm gonna make sure my daughter watching TV, and that's why I'm in my room. I'm usually in the living room, but I've tried to let her.
You normally have that pretty painting in the background.
Yes, and now all I got is my vision board. Can y'all see my vision board?
Oh.
Now all I got is my vision board.
Buy newer bras. Why is that on your vision board?
That is not on my vision board.
All right, go ahead.
Adios.
All right, so yo, go ahead, bro. You come out. I close it out. D Block. So you finish up what you were saying, D Block. He gotta
So
go.
I just wanted to oh well, that's how she got my remote. So I be trying to do this trying to do this podcast. I was trying to figure out how to keep my daughter engaged, and I couldn't find a remote. So you look everywhere. You look all in the couch cushions and everything because that mug is like tiny. And I called my mom. She didn't answer the phone, so I called my sister because they had bowling. I said, "Ask Mom where she put the remote." I put it in the chair. Mom's not in the chair. I looked. She goes
How
in her
old is your
purse.
mom?
How old?
Hmm.
She's 62. Or she's 61.
She's single.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Asking for a friend, not for me. I got it. But I mean, and she's a cheaper one out of the two of you to date because you said she's itty bitty committee, so her bras don't cost that much. So there we go. All right, asking for a friend, not for me, but inquiring minds.
Listen, she already got everybody after her. People be after my mama, okay? Even the bus driver, the lady, she gonna say, "Your mom be dressed so cute when she pick up Camille from off the bus." I said, "Yeah, she's the diva."
Let me find out. You gonna come over to shit? I want to introduce you to my new boo. I'm walking in the room like this. I'm like, you ain't gotta call me daddy, but you can call me dad.
No, because you already you got too many jokes.
Listen, why you hating on me in my love life? I ain't judge you for you wanting better bras in your life. Don't judge me for me wanting a better woman in my life.
Okay, I'm gonna come to y'all for it too. I need a GoFundMe page. It's gonna be called Black, Beige, and White.
Black, start it. Let's do it. Yo, I want to thank all our listeners. I want to give a shout out to Truth Entertainment Films and AAA Productions. I want to give a shout out to D Block, who's an amazing co-host. Shout out to my other co-host Tia, because D Block don't know it. She a co-host already. She already sucked in because she done had too much fun, and it's too free. It's too easy. It's too easy. But I want to give a shout out to them. I'm going to give a shout out to my brother D80, the producer. And I want to give a shout out to Queens with Attitude podcast. It's a Hard Not Life podcast. Pussy Talks podcast. Deep Throat Conversations. Product of the 80s. Bucket Naked. And I promise you, I'm probably missing a podcast somewhere in there. I'll be like, I need to get my business shit right. I've been too busy borrowing money. I need to send a cash app to them niggas and tell them niggas to send me $3 too. Before I'm at it.
I'm mad you done came up on the hustle during this podcast.
I learned something new. This is an informative podcast. Who knew I learned some shit on my own podcast? And it works, and it probably will. I got a lot of contacts. There's probably a lot of women I haven't talked to since before I met my woman, but they about to get it. Listen, even my ex-wife about to get that message. I don't care. I'm taking the cash apps from anybody who's willing to give it. If you watch it right now, cash app, $, Gray Holland, 4512. Every $5 and up helps. If it's $4, I'll accept it. $3, I'll accept it too. I'll frown, but I'll accept it. $1.25, you just being disrespectful, but I'm gonna accept it. And if you want to donate to D Block Needs a Bra, you can send it to mine too.
The information will be in the comments.
The information definitely will be in the comments below. Listen, this is a AAA Productions, a Truth Entertainment Films podcast. I am Black V, and that is, say your name, Queen.
Oh, D Block.
Be on the lookout also for a book. Give it the name of your book.
For My Eyes Have Seen As Much.
Girl, you said that's so poetic. For my eyes.
Because it's a poetry book.
So much. She ain't seen shit. She wasn't even allowed off her porch since she was like 22. She seen some. She'd have seen that NFL nigga in all them classes with her that she missed out on.
Listen, Nate, if you watching, I'm sorry I dropped the ball. Pun intended.
Damn, you so vicious. Yo, we want to thank y'all. God bless y'all for checking us out. and good night.